Hey there, good looking. Join me for this no repeat arms and shoulders workout. And this is also day 16 of our Unstoppable Challenge. I am so proud of you, challengers. Now, for today's workout, I'd love for you to grab a pair of light pair of dumbbells as well as a couple of pairs of moderate, if you can, if you have them available. For reference, I've grabbed myself a pair of 5s, 10s, and 15s. All right, let's go get warmed up. Hello there and welcome to the workout. Listen, if you got a watch on, heads up, all you need to do is program strength for today. There's no cardio in today's workout. All right, we'll get warmed up. As we do, I'll chat about this workout. Let's sit back on our heels and start by warming up into the shoulder and T-spine. So I want you to sit back on the heels, bring your right forearm onto the mat, left hand behind the ear, and bring that left elbow to inside of elbow, and then rotate up. Now you may feel more comfortable opening the knees up. Do what feels best for you, but I do want you to sit back on the heels. Maybe place a pillow in between the knees if that's uncomfortable for you, but sitting back on the heels is going to help us keep our low back locked in position so we can get this movement purely through your thoracic spine, your mid back, as well as your shoulder. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Excellent. Other forearm on the mat, other hand behind the ear, elbow to elbow, and then rotate. So as mentioned, it's a no repeat exercise. We have 18 exercises on the board, working into the shoulders, biceps, and triceps. 45 seconds of work with a lovely 15-second rest in between. Last 2. 1 more. Excellent. Let's get into a modified plank. Drop the hips, fingers spread, wrists under shoulders. Now push the ground away and separate the shoulder blades. And now bring the shoulder blades together. We did this in our mobility workout, those of you that are in the challenge with me. And we've also done it in a straight arm plank. But this is warming up some important muscles into the shoulder girdle. Do your best at not moving the hips. So we're just trying to get this movement through the shoulder blades. Here we go. Last 2. 1 more. All right, grab that light dumbbell for me, left hand, and lie on your right side. Warming into the rotator cuff, I want you to take the elbow, rest it on the top of your waist, and then rotate and bring the arm up. We're keeping the elbow resting on the waist, and we're just moving through the shoulder. So try to keep your wrist still. This is a very sensitive muscle, so like I'm already starting to fatigue. So we're gonna go for about 5 more reps. If you gotta let go of the dumbbell and just use your hand against gravity, that might be enough for you too. But this is warming up deep in the shoulder here. Last 2. 1 more. All right, let's do the other side. If you've ever had any shoulder issues, most likely this exercise is familiar to you. Your physio probably got you to do it. Now, how high you can lift is not really necessarily a matter of strength. It's more of flexibility in the front of your shoulder. And you will notice a difference between the 2 arms. Last 5. This muscle likes a lighter load, but more reps. So go as light as you can, or even just hand against gravity. Last 2. And release. All right, I want you to grab your both of your moderate, but just 1 each, okay? Get into half kneeling or kneeling position and just some shoulder circles here, arm circles. We're gonna start half kneeling, so heads up. If you have sensitivity in your knees, you can by all means stand or scoot a pillow underneath. I'm having a really hard time forming sentences. Scoot a pillow underneath. All right, I'm going to start with a 15-pound dumbbell. We are working single arm for a lot of these drills, which is going to train your core muscles too, and I'll explain in a bit. But first, let's get set up. Let's get the left hand in front. Now rotate and press it up for what we call an Arnold press. This is going to work all 3 heads of the shoulder by adding that internal rotation, then external. So when we work single arm drills, our obliques in particular have to really fire up our waist muscles to stabilize us. So we'll be training like this for most of the workout, actually. So we're sneaking some abs in, as I promised, to all of my challengers. It may not necessarily be an actual ab crunch, but trust me, you're getting your abs engaged here. One more. All right, now I'm going to try and keep this weight. I'm going to go to my side a bit more and show you what this looks like. You're going to hinge from the hips and then use the hips and momentum to clean the dumbbell up there. Let's give it a try. Here we go. Same arm. Hey, we haven't changed. Heads up. Whew. So if you're lifting heavy enough, this is going to be a struggle. So it's a hinge and press up. Oh, good. Last few reps, and then we'll still got one more exercise to do with this arm, but we're going to change which leg is in front. And time. All right, so still keep the dumbbell in this hand. Let's just change the leg that's in front. Moving into a concentration curl. I'm actually going to drop down my weight. Rest the elbow on the inside of the knee and just get yourself situated so you're quite stable here. Now curl up. Woo, and straighten. All right. So now we're focusing on the bicep, giving that shoulder a bit of a breather. So those 3 moves, we're going to repeat them on this side. So I've mentioned in the past, no repeat workouts. You know what? I get it. They're a ton of fun to do, especially if you're just not feeling the workout love. It's a struggle to get your runners on, then let's just keep it easy so you do your workout. But for a performance standpoint and reaching your fitness goals, no repeats on a regular basis won't get you there. You do need the multiple sets. Time. All right, now let's switch out the dumbbell if you're able to. We're going to start with the Arnie press. We're going to keep our legs still here. So now we've got the right arm. All right, rotate and press. Good job. Ready, set, let's go. You see, in order to see growth, especially with your muscles as well as your aerobic fitness, you need to do, well, with your muscles actually, you need to do multiple sets to really challenge the status quo. So your muscles are used to something, you need to take them into a stimulus that they're not used to, and that's how they grow. The more you train, the more sets you may find you have to do to create this stimulus. There'll be times where I'll do 6 sets in my own workout. Oh boy, time. All right, now we've got the clean and press. We're not changing arms. We're still staying on that same arm. So again, it's pushing the hips back so that when we drive them forward, it helps us bring that dumbbell up. Ready? Let's try it. Hup. Good. Oh my goodness. Oh, so it should start to be a struggle on our last few reps. We're going to move into that concentration curl on this arm. Time. All right, so we're still staying with this arm, but we need to change what leg is in front now. Have that elbow pressing on the inside of the knee. All right. Lean into it and then curl up. Good. And then we'll get off the knees after this. If you've been thinking, PJ, I'm about done being on my knee. Okay, thank you for hanging in there. Hopefully, again, you can do the 2 moves we just finished standing, as I mentioned before we began. But we're gonna be on our backs with the dumbbell in each hand in about 20 seconds. So don't be afraid to push this arm into the inside of your thigh there. One more. All right, a dumbbell in each hand for a crush press. I'm also gonna use my 15s for this, but I'm gonna place my 10s on each side of me for the exercise after. So let's get down on the mat, dumbbells touching and on your belly, and then press straight up and lower. So you're gonna get some pec, but the main mover will be triceps and front shoulder. We want to keep those dumbbells touching. They're coming down towards the belly, straightening the arms with each rep. Now the next exercise, we need to give the triceps a break, so we'll work the opposing muscle group, your biceps. I'm going to be kneeling. If your knees are done with kneeling, you can stand. Time. So you can be kneeling or standing, whatever's going to feel best for the lower body for you. From this position, arms down by your side, I'm going to try my 15s. We hammer curl up and then slowly return home. Good. If you're standing, make sure you're not swinging the arms. It's easier to swing them when in standing. Working into the biceps. So like I said, now we're going to give the triceps a rest because we're going to pick on them again. But for programming, it's important that you alternate between the two muscles so each one gets ample rest. We don't just keep on killing it. Woo! If you have the right amount of weight, these last few should be a real struggle. If they're not, if you're not gritting your teeth, we need heavier weights. Time. All right, I'm going to use my 10s. We're back down on our backs for a Skullcrusher. You can have a dumbbell in each hand, or you can hold on to the post of one dumbbell and bring it towards the forehead. If you're with me, dumbbells are coming down beside each head, beside the side of the head. And your elbows for both positions are over your shoulders. Straighten the arms with every rep. Focus now is your tricep. Now I got to look on my board because there's a lot of exercises on there and I want to make sure I don't miss any. You guys know I am a little notorious for missing exercises. Woo! Hello, triceps. Time. Whew, just in the nick of time, too. All right, crew, let's get you standing. Now, from this position, we're going to take it into a standing wide curl. I'm going to use my 10s. Arms are out wide and curling up and lowering. So the arms are slightly away from the body now for this. So you may have to drop a little lower than what you typically use for your bicep curls. Our knees are soft, our abs are engaged. So there's a lot of core happening here. If you've been doing the Unstoppable Challenge, you've been learning a lot, I hope. But I hope the big thing and the big takeaway for you is that strength training works more than just, or using dumbbells works more than just the muscle we're targeting. Right now, we got a lot of other things going on, which is super cool, and which is why every single personal trainer you ever will meet and have met loves training with dumbbells. Oh. Woo! All right, I'm going to keep these. We have alternating front lateral raises. Now, hands are in front, shoulders back and down. We're going to alternate up to shoulder height and slowly lower. Okay, ready and go. Now we're only going to shoulder height. Anything higher isn't actually going to train the shoulder any harder and could set us up for impingement in the shoulder joint. So take a peek. If you're lucky and you've got a mirror in your workout area, even better. Use the mirror as reference as to how high this arm is going up. Whew. So now our focus is shoulder, in particular the anterior deltoid. We have 3 heads in your shoulder, front, middle, and rear. And all of them are being trained in this workout. One more each arm. Oh. All right. We have a hip hinge. I'm going to keep these 10s. We have tricep kickbacks. So push the hips rear, bring the elbows up and hold them there, and then kick back and bring the hands back in. So we want to straighten the arms fully, move through the elbow only, keeping those shoulders in position. And now the focus is on the triceps. You got a neutral spine, pushing that tailbone up to the ceiling, not feeling your low back at all. And we're nearing the end of the set, so now it should be starting, the struggle should be real. Starting to struggle here. Last 2. One more. Woo! All right, keep those dumbbells. We got side lateral raises. One at a time. I need a sip of water. Nice and tall on your body. Okay. Ready? Mirror me. Up to shoulder height and lower. So we're lifting heavier weight, which is why we're alternating. If your load is lighter and you're like, woo, this is fun, then do both arms at the same time. You'll get more reps in. But if your load is appropriate and you've got the heavier dumbbells, then we need to go alternating to keep the form. And then knees are soft, abs engaged. So that never changes. We never lock out our knees. We call this a ready position or athletic stance. Woo, time. All right, behind the head triceps. So I'm going to take both my dumbbells, so 20 pounds, bring them up, and then drop them down and extend. You can come off of the back heel like I have. I find that's easier on my low back. Our focus is dropping the dumbbells behind the head, and then I want you to be really aware that you are straightening the arms as you come up. You can hold on to one dumbbell or both like I am. Take it slow and controlled, working through that range of motion. Good job. Let's do one more. Oh, yeah, that was tough. All right, alternating circular curls. So if you've been in the challenge with me, you know this guy. Let's mirror me. So we're going to start with your right arm. I want you to circle it and then circle it on the outside so we get the rotator cuff and then circle. Now, when we circle alternating, we're not moving through the body. So once again, we've got that core engaged so that it doesn't move like so. You've got that ready stance, athletic stance, belly button drawn in, abs are activated, straightening the arm and then holding it there, circle the other one. Last one. Woo! All right, now we're back to single arm. I'm going to try 15. Mirror me again, so we'll be on the right, or your right. We start with a bicep curl or hammer curl to a shoulder press. So, ready stance, curl, press, and down. So now we got everything working in the arm. Bicep, tricep, shoulder, And remember, those obliques are fired up to hold you in this position. So the body doesn't move, the body is balanced, so that just that right arm of yours can do the job that it's supposed to do. So it should be a bit of a struggle now, especially pressing up. Let's do one more. Finish strong. Woo! All right, other arm. Man. All right, we're on our last 2 exercises too, so tell those shoulders, only 2 left. Ready? Here we go. So start with the hammer curl. Press. Good. Now, if we want, remember, rooted in this spot. Knees are soft. Draw that belly button in. And then when we lower the arm, we're not swinging. Be really mindful when you're strength training. Get out of your head, out of what has to happen later on today or what has happened yesterday. Just focus on right now, your breath, the movement, the muscles working, the feel of the action of what we're doing. All right, last exercise is a push press. So I'm going to try my 15s because the legs are going to help us a little bit. If you've been in the challenge, you know this exercise is probably one of my favorites. We've got a little knee bend, and then we press the dumbbells up. Here we go. This is it. Last round of moves. It's a final shoulder burnout right here. Whatever we got left in our shoulders, we're going to use it up right now. Whatever we got left in those triceps, we're going to use it up right now. Come on. One more. Woo! And time. Woo-hoo! All right, dumbbells down. Whew. I don't know about you, but I gotta shake out my hands. It's the grip strength. Whew. And it's normal for women. We tend not to have really developed forearm strength. It comes as we train, but it's a little slower than men. All right, grab a sip if you need it. We've got some stretches to do, you guys. So as mentioned, challengers, we got your core in doing those single arm movements. Okay, whew. Let's take arm across, thumb is up, press in. And now take the same arm behind the head, give it a push down, and then a little lean away. Okay, let's do the other arm. Thumb up, press in. Make sure you're not twisting the whole body as well. We're trying to just bring that arm across. Keep holding. We'll take this thing off. My forearm breathe. They're great for stabilizing the forearm for elbow tendonitis, but not very breathable. All right, take this arm behind and then add a little lean. Okay, we'll get into this bit of side body, into the oblique, or pardon me, into the serratus and into your lats. Maybe a little oblique too, yeah. And release. Let's get down into a seated position. If you want a pillow under your hips, if you have one close by, grab it. It's a little bit more comfy. Or sit in a chair too. whatever you decide to do. Sit up nice and tall. Let's start with the right arm. Bring the fingertips towards the floor and then rotate them away from the midline of the body, stretching into your forearm extensors. Worked hard gripping those dumbbells. All right, other side. So we just start with fingertips down, and then we use the other hand to pull the hand towards the ground and towards the body, and then rotate away from the midline. Keeping the elbow straight. Release, walk the hand away. Bring the ear towards the shoulder. If you've got an okay neck and you're okay with this, you can give a little bit of an added stretch by gently, keyword is gently, pulling on the head to create more of a stretch down that right side of your neck. But that might not feel good for everyone, at which point you hold here and just let gravity do its job. A lot of us hold tension in this area, and it also worked on all of our pressing movements. This is a really nice stretch to do, and I don't know if I'm oversharing here, but this is a stretch that I'll do standing in the shower, and then I'll have the hot water come down onto the side of my neck. Feels really good. Let's do the other side. So first we walk the hand away, so we're just trying to get some length through here first. So when it's here, we don't have as much length. Now ear to shoulder, and if you want a bit more, just gently pull. And release. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it, and I look forward to reading your comments down below. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you next workout. Bye.